Do 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 do.
Greetings fandom, my name is Andre, and for this video, I would like to discuss something that I don't really discuss on a regular basis. The big P word, politics. So, if there are some of you guys that follow me on Twitter and who see some of my tweets interactively, you can clearly see that lately I have been expressing my thoughts and ideas regarding some of the issues going on today and how I usually do not get or receive the same feeling, the same energy, the same responses from the many people around. Like, sure, there are many of those people that have done the same thing, which is why there have been quite a lot of hashtags lately when it comes to those politics. Because like as early as now, ladies and gentlemen, as early as now, these politicians that intend to run for public office are already campaigning, and if I can, the election don't start until May of next year, 2022. All right, so yeah, there have been quite a lot of people that have been discussing about it. They like those politicians that are filing their certificate of candidacy, and there have been those news outlets as well that have also been handing out these sorts of information, saying, "Oh, they have officially run for insert position, and that may it be mayor, senator, president, vice president, and all that." These news outlets would be the ones to inform the ones to let the people know, and once the people have heard of that news, here's what happens. They start to try to campaign. All right, like sure, there are some of those politicians that would campaign for themselves, but you know, if you have a huge audience that is rooting for you, who are willing to support you throughout the elections, fingers crossed, they would campaign. They would campaign for you. May it be these posters, these billboards, these huge billboards that you see on the huge parts of the city, and then there's like this huge fucking ugly face of that said politician, and then those huge letters telling you to vote for that person and their respective number on their ballot. Okay, like that is most of the times here. Another one which has been happening for a few days, the motorcades. Yes, if there are some of you Lenny supporters, I'm guessing you guys would have been happy about this. Like there have been multiple motorcades around, and it's really nice that the people who support her have come together to make this huge event happen, to try to at least get the people to vote for her, and that's nice. And my way of doing it is on social media. I try to express myself doing this. Let's see here. Hashtag never again. Hashtag let Lenny lead. Simply because me, along with some other people on Twitter, are frustrated and tired of the incompetence, the very obvious incompetence. To all those people who don't see it, please look at the bigger picture over here, okay? Because like I'm not going to mention it here. Well, I may be mentioning it on another video, but like for now, I'm just going to like respond to some of them, to some of those very vicious keyboard warriors on social media that try to attack me every now and then with their opposing political thoughts, political ideas. Like there are some of those people who still remain DDS to this day. Like I'm surprised for that. They are fucking blind, and I'm not even bother correcting them anymore, because like what I usually do, one thing on how I'm going to like respond to them is that I just give them some links or like some screenshots of news articles that prove to them that their Lord and Savior is not really giving them that kind of service that he promised from the previous election. No, Uh, but what do I get? I get those very, very harsh words. Those very harsh words telling me to fuck off, telling me to get a life, to go back to school, which I am still in school, and telling me to go get a fucking diet, which by the way I am, and I've been playing these interactive games that help me get slimmer, and so yeah, I have been doing my part to respond to them. But what about my responses to their responses, you know? Like, have they been doing that? Have they checked on the news articles, the screenshots that I've been giving them on Twitter? I don't think they're doing that. No. No, cuz like here's the thing. Like, they would either just leave me on scene or they would just respond to me like, I don't need this information. Please respect my opinion. Don't fucking educate me, bastard. Okay, fine. I'll leave it to you. Say how blind you really are to not see the real issues that are going on in our country, and you're some of the people, like, you're literally that part of the people that do not want this country to improve and change for the better. I honestly feel sad for you. Like, you are blinded by this huge propaganda, by this huge propaganda machine that they are showing in front of you, that they are shoving to your mouths, to your minds. And that is what's happening to you. Like, those people who still remain DDS despite everything that has happened. Okay? Like, as much as there are people who are expressing their thoughts, their ideas, their opinions about a change not really coming as what he promised during his campaign in the previous election, as much as he promised that, not much has changed. Well, he did sign a few laws that benefited some people, but the cons outweigh the pros. Extrajudicial killings, him jeopardizing some of our islands and giving away to China, incompetent pandemic response, which up to this day, let's face it, is still very much incompetent. Well, there have been some places that have already started vaccinating the general public. Unless they don't do the daily 1 million mark, it is still very slow. And with all these variants emerging, I don't think we'd be able to reach herd immunity that immediately if they're going to keep that slow pace. So, like, come on, guys, really. And then what really amazes me is, like, there are these DDS and Marcos supporters. Like, they have come together like a few hours ago, and then they started to make this trend, hashtag Rappler fake news, and then I decided to tweet about what Maria Ressa thinks about it. And yeah, there have been people who have quote tweeted me with that same tweet of mine, and yeah, same again with the verbal assault. And honestly, I don't mind them anymore. I just depend on the collective hive mind of the woke netizens of Twitter to try to aid me, to try to help me with what I'm trying to say here, because they do understand. And if they were able to get together, to come together, to just to make that trend, why can they not come together with us, so we can be one people, so we can be one nation in voting for our next leader? Like, if we can have a hive mind on Twitter, Reddit, and other forms of social media, why can we not have a hive mind in practicing our democracy? Like, it is our power, people. It's our power that is given to us by the Constitution. And so we must use that power wisely. To whoever deserves that vote. No political colors, and just think of who really deserves that spot, who really deserves to be the leader of the land, who really deserves to make the rules here, to make these laws that will benefit us all. And only then will we achieve true independence. That is all I have to say.